Thinking about moving to Frisco, Texas? Then this is the video for you. Frisco is located north of Dallas, and it's ranked the third fastest growing city in the entire United States. And there's definitely good reason for that. But in today's video, I'm gonna go over not just some pros, but also the cons to help you decide if Frisco is the right place for you. And some of those cons may really surprise you. If you're new here, my name's Tiffany. I'm a local realtor here in the North Dallas area. And with that, let's start with number one. So pro number one, a thriving job market. Major corporate headquarters, including the PGA of America, T-Mobile, Oracle, they've all established significant presence here. And the new Fields development I've talked about so many times is adding 11 million square feet of office space. We've got tech, healthcare, education, finance, and even sports industries all growing rapidly here in Frisco, Texas. Plus, we're only 30 to 45 minutes from downtown Dallas, and it gives residents access to even more job market opportunities. Average salaries in Frisco are approximately 15% higher than the national average. So in 2025, Frisco's unemployment rate actually sits at a 3.2%, which is well below the national average. The city added over 8,000 new jobs in the past year alone. And the Fields West development is projected to create 30,000 plus jobs once it's completed. Companies are increasingly relocating from California and the Northeast, bringing high-paying positions with them. And the median household income in Frisco is approximately $127,000, which is nearly double the national average. While the job market is thriving, that growth comes with a significant impact though. And this would be the flip side of Frisco's economic success and its increasingly high cost of living. So that brings us to con number one, which is high cost of living. The median home price has actually surpassed $700,000 and they continue to rise. Property taxes in Texas are significantly higher than many other parts of the country. New construction homes typically start in the high 600s, and that's for normal square footage. And rental prices have increased approximately 25% in the last 3 years. And then you've got daily expenses like groceries, dining out, and really different services, and they tend to be a little bit higher than some of the surrounding areas. So a typical 4-bedroom home in a desirable neighborhood is going to cost anywhere between $750,000 and $800,000. An average apartment rent for a 2-bedroom unit is approximately $2,200 a month. And utility costs are going to run you anywhere from 10 to 15% higher in certain months due to the heat of Texas. I've told you guys that whole June, July, August gets really intense. And while we're still more affordable than coastal cities, the cost advantage is really narrowing as prices increase. Now, despite the higher cost, so many families are drawn to Frisco for its exceptional educational opportunities. So pro number two is really our top-rated schools. Frisco Independent School District consistently ranks among the top districts in Texas. What's cool is they've got smaller class sizes. They are going to average anywhere from 18 to 22 per one teacher. Excellent facilities with a strong emphasis on technology and innovation. If my high school had half of the innovation that these high schools have, I don't know where I would be today. So, and then we've got strong sports programs and extracurricular activities, and then just higher education options, including Collin College and the University of North Texas, which offers a lot of different programs and actually will end up offering a medical school as well. So Frisco ISD in general has an A+ rating, and over 92% of Frisco students graduate, and over 85% go on and continue to a higher education. And like I said, the new University of Texas Frisco campus that did open in 2023 offers programs like business, technology, and engineering. So while education is really stellar, getting around Frisco can sometimes be challenging. So that brings us to con number two, which is traffic and transportation challenges. So rush hour traffic on major arteries like Preston Road, El Dorado, and the Dallas North Tollway can be significant. And we've also got limited public transportation. You're really gonna have to go Uber or Lyft because we don't have a bus system. And commuting to Dallas during peak hours can take you 45 minutes to an hour, despite being only 30 miles away. And ongoing construction projects can cause temporary disruptions. But what I tell people about this is if you're moving here from California California or New York, you're not going to think our traffic is bad at all, but it's a con here because people are not used to it. So to get more detailed, traffic volume has increased by approximately 35% in the last 5 years, and the Dallas North Tollway expansion project continues through 2026. So we are going to have more traffic until all of that is done. And as a part of the Fields West development, new roads are being developed, but we're a couple of years away from all of that really being completed. So rideshare service are available, like I said, but they can be expensive if you're going to do them for regular commuting. Now, the walking score for a lot of the Frisco neighborhoods is below 30 when you're doing a 100 scale. So it really is indicating that you're going to need a car. There are more walkable communities, and if that's something that you want, let me know and I can point those out to you. But despite transportation challenges, Frisco's growth has brought an impressive array of new developments and amenities that enhance the quality of life. So pro number 3 is new developments and amenities. For example, Frisco West development is adding 1 million square feet of retail, restaurant, and entertainment space. We've got new luxury hotels, including the JW Marriott and the Ritz-Carlton, all under construction or about to start construction. We've got Universal Studios theme park, and that's set to open in 2026. And it's a very new type of Universal Studios that's, I think, aged 4 to 12-year-olds. And then we've got the Star, which is the Dallas Cowboys headquarters and entertainment district, offers year-round activities. And then we've just got extensive shopping options at Stonebriar Mall, the Star, downtown Frisco, Legacy West, which is North Plano. Frisco has over 80 parks covering more than 1,600 acres of green space. You're never going to have a problem finding somewhere to go to have a picnic or let your kids play. The city hosts regular community events, farmers markets, and festivals. It's a lot of fun. And then we've got new dining options, including both local concepts and high-end national chains. And I'm really excited about all the shops that are coming to the new Fields West. Now, while these amenities are impressive, Frisco's rapid growth does come with some growing pains. So now we've got con number 3. Growing pains and changing character. So some residents feel Frisco's losing its small town charm and its community feel. And in some ways that is true because we are a developing city. And it's really hard for people that have lived here for 20 years to now see it with its hustle and its hubbub and its growth. Now, schools are also experiencing increased enrollment and leading to larger class sizes in some areas. And some of our schools are capped at attendance. So you need to make sure you ask me if you have a specific high school or elementary, junior high that you want to go to. Ask me because some of them are being rerouted to other schools and you may not know. Construction and development are constant, creating noise and visual disruption, so you have to be okay with that. And some neighborhoods are becoming increasingly dense, and the pace of change can be overwhelming for a lot of longtime residents. So Frisco's population has grown from about 33,000 in 2000 to over 230,000 in 2025. The city's actually projected to reach its build-out population of approximately 300,000 by 2035. And community surveys really show a mixed feeling about the growth, with 65% positive and 35% concerned about the pace. I have personal friends that complain about certain intersections. The biggest complaint I hear is El Dorado and the Dallas North Tollway. But as those roads in North Frisco are still developing, that's going to ease that up a little bit. Even with these growing pains, one of Frisco's standout features is its reputation for safety and strong community bonds. Pro number 4 is safety and community. And Frisco has consistently ranked among the safest cities in America. In fact, Forbes magazine just now rated Frisco the 2nd safest city in the whole nation. So we've got active neighborhood associations, we've got community events that really foster connections, and that helps with the community involvement and really neighbors looking out for each other. It's well-maintained parks, trails, and public spaces. We're really a family-focused community with numerous activities for kids and teens and a strong sense of civic pride and community involvement. It's a very clean city because of it. So a few details. The crime rate is approximately 45% lower than the national average. Violent crime is particularly low, with rates 70% below the national average. Police response time average under 5 minutes for emergency calls. And as far as community, over 75% of our neighborhoods have active HOAs that organize community events. And the city hosts over 150 community events annually, from small gatherings all the way up to major festivals. So while safety is excellent year-round, the weather can present some challenges. And Texas weather can be intense, and Frisco experiences its fair share of extreme. So con number 4 is weather extremes, and everyone asks me about this. Summer temperatures always are going to exceed 100 degrees in July and August. If you have watched any of my videos, I call them the twins. July and August are just straight up hot. So if you are coming from the north or the northeast, you guys are in for a surprise. But the rest of the year makes it worth it because it's just very mild and great weather. We also have higher cooling costs during those summer months. And summer cooling bills, when you get real detailed, are going to be anywhere from probably $300 to $400 in those larger homes per month. And occasionally, we have severe weather, and that's going to include thunderstorms, hail, and tornado warnings. Doesn't mean you're going to get hit by a tornado. I have said multiple times, I've lived here almost 50 years, and I've never been inside or near a tornado. They do happen every single year. It's not an if, it's a when. The statistics of you getting hit by a tornado are very, very low. So we do have brief, but sometimes disruptive winter weather events as well. It's very rare that we get snow. Now, we will get ice probably a couple of times in the winter, and everything shuts down, literally. Stores, school, it's like people go to the grocery store and buy all the milk and the bread for this like one day that we're gonna have ice, because Texans, we don't know how to drive in it. So don't make fun of us. It is what it is. You'll see when you move here. And then something else to think about is allergies can be problematic. I hear a lot about it, and it's really due to the diversity of plant life and our seasonal changes. Hailstorms, yes, they're gonna occur several times throughout the year, and it is leading to higher insurance costs. It's not like some states that have insurance companies that have completely pulled out of the entire state, but be prepared that our insurance is going to be a little bit higher than you might be used to. I mean, if you live in Florida or California, you may be used to it because y'all do have higher insurance costs, but the hailstorms, you're going to get a new roof probably every 5 to 7 years, depending on how hard your roof gets hit by hail every single year. It's a normal thing here. Everybody is used to it. And we don't get real seasons. Like if you are used to summer, fall, winter, and spring, we have it. Some of them just kind of blur into the other. Actually, summer goes almost to October, and then we have a little bit of a fall, but our fall can go right into December. And then January and February are gonna be our coldest months. And so you might see people in December still wearing shorts and flip-flops. It just depends on every given year what we're gonna get in December. Now, despite weather challenges, Frisco offers really diverse housing options for various lifestyles. So Pro 5 is diverse housing options. And while we have beautiful master plan communities with really extensive amenities, we also have options ranging from luxury estates to townhomes, apartments, duplexes. We've got newer construction with modern features and energy efficiency. We've also got downtown Frisco, where we have houses that were built in the 1800s. And so we have a span of diversity. So we've got well-maintained neighborhoods with strong HOAs. We've got neighborhoods with no HOAs. It really depends on what you're looking for. And we've got various architectural styles that can meet anybody's expectations. So we have over 20 distinct master plan communities, each having really their own unique character. And housing inventory is going to include everything from old construction that maybe they were built in the 60s and you can get those in the 400,000s, all the way to new construction townhomes that you can get in the mid 400s, all the way up to 20, 30, 40 million in the preserve that you can literally get an architect to draw and custom build, and everything in between. Fields West alone is adding thousands of new single family homes, and most neighborhoods are gonna feature community pools, parks, gathering places. And don't forget that Frisco has 25 to 30 interconnected trails that don't ever go over a road. They all go under major roads. So if your kiddos are out walking or biking, you know they're going to be safe. The average home age in Frisco is relatively young. It's 15 years compared to the national average of 37 years old. These housing options come with really great amenities, particularly for outdoor enthusiasts. So pro number 6 is parks, trails, and outdoor recreation, because we have a ton of it. We've got an extensive network of parks and trails throughout the whole city, like I've already mentioned. We've got multiple golf courses, including the PGA of America, and we've got a really great proximity to Lake Louisville, so you can do all types of water activities. We've got sports complexes, we've got recreational facilities for all ages. I've already told you guys about the athleticism of Frisco and how serious we take our athletics here in Texas, specifically football. We've got year-round outdoor activities, and that's really thanks to the mild weather that I told you guys about earlier. The PGA of America has 2 championship golf courses. They're also developing a park right close to the fields where it's going to have an entire mountain biking system. So it'll have a course. It's got a beginner course and an advanced. So it's really cool, and it's going to be within walking distance. And I just think it brings a new air of activity for kids to have a park that has water features, and you've got an amphitheater for outdoor music, and then you've got this huge biking system that is a course made for mountain biking. So Lake Louisville offers 29,000 acres of water for boating, fishing, and swimming, and Little Elm actually has its own beach, and Little Elm borders Frisco. And so you can go to this beach, you can play sand volleyball, you can do a picnic on the beach, and you can actually swim out into the water without having a boat if that's something you and your family want to do. So while outdoor amenities are plentiful here in Frisco, some residents find Frisco's culture and art scene really still developing compared to the more established cities around us. So what I would consider a con is cultural diversity and the art scene. So we've got limited performing art venues compared to Dallas proper. What's exciting is they just announced that Frisco is going to get its own performing arts center, but it's not here yet. So if that matters to you, then it is a con, and just know that it's coming in the next, 3 to 5 years. We have less diversity in dining options compared to some of the other cities that have been developed for way longer than we have. But again, hopefully that will be coming into Frisco as well. Cultural diversity is improving, but still developing. So just know that when you move here, that's something that is going to be developing more and more as we grow. We definitely have fewer museums and cultural institutions than, say, Dallas, but we do have the video game museum, and that's the only one ever. Now, our nightlife tends to be more family-oriented than, say, club, like going out and going to the club. We don't really have that here in Frisco. If you're wanting that, you're gonna have to go to Dallas. We do have Concrete Cowboy, which kind of turns into a club after 9 p.m. You can go up there and dance if you want, and that's at the Star. The restaurant scene is expanding, but still dominated by chains in many areas. And so if you want more mom and pop restaurants, you can go to downtown Frisco. There's some down there that are really, really good. So most major cultural events, they're really going to require a trip to Dallas. You'll have plenty of options down there, at least until we build our performing arts center and bring a little more cultural diversity here. So now as we wrap up our pros and cons, let's consider who Frisco is truly ideal for. So Frisco offers an exceptional quality of life for many, but it's not going to be for everyone. So if you value top-rated schools, job opportunities, safety, and modern amenities, Frisco could really be your ideal home. However, if you're seeking affordability, walkability, or even a vibrant urban culture, you might want to consider other options. The truth is, finding the right community depends on your specific needs, budget, and really overall lifestyle preference. That's where I can help. I've guided hundreds of families throughout the relocation process, helping them not just find a house, but the perfect neighborhood that truly feels like home. If you're considering a move to Frisco or anywhere in the Dallas area, reach out to me directly through the phone number provided. You can text me or call. I offer personalized consultation to help you really navigate this competitive market and find your ideal home. If you want to see more, check out my video about the best suburbs in Dallas. Thanks for watching, and I hope to help you find your perfect home in Frisco soon.